Divination in the Christian church, we demonize. Patriarchs and the prophets use divination. The King James Version of the Bible demonizes spiritual practices of indigenous people. Part where it says diviners, divination, witchcraft, and all these things that are supposed to be wrong. Flip the page and then see the patriarchs and the prophets use divination, use witchcraft. The same Bible you're going to take me to show me how what I'm doing ain't right, I can take you to that same Bible and show you somebody doing it. Tarot cards are just one of the ways to divine, but prophecy in the Black church is divination. Sometimes our prophetic praying is divination because it's consulting the mind of God and finding out what the future should be, what I should do, and what I should say. That's all it is. But in the King James Version of the Bible and in our Christian faith, that word divination, like the word witchcraft, is diabolic and demonic. King James, aka Queen James, who was terribly obsessed with witchcraft and demons, that wrote a huge book prior to the King James Version, that was some of his imposing and bleed over in the writing and the collection of the text. If tarot cards are wrong in the hand of a prophet, then so is that fleece that man of God laid out and said, okay, if you want me to do this, then make sure the dew is on the fleece. He woke up the next morning, dew on the fleece. Okay, this time I'm going to put the fleece out and I want to do around the fleece. Then I know you want me to do X, Y, Z. And then the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Divination 101. Plain and simple. Now, you cannot like what I'm saying. You can disagree with what I'm saying. You cannot believe what I'm saying, but that would never change the fact that that is divination. It'll never change the fact that one of our patriarchs had a cup of divination. But then you flip over in another text and say divination is wrong. But then you see the patriarchs using it and reading the leaf. You even see in the New Testament the prophets doing one of the most major divination acts, casting lots. That's no different than doing the runes. In the motherland, amongst the Ghanaians, the cowrie shells and throwing them out, 12 of them, and reading somebody's future. It's just a tool of divination to know what the will and the mind of God is. That is all. You can believe that it's wrong, but then you need to tear out the other part of your Bible and don't read that because it's in there. I said, Larry, are roots and voodoo real? They are nothing but spiritual practices and systems much older than Christianity. Christianity is just our path. Christianity is not the only right thing, and what we're doing is what's right and everybody wrong. See, that's elitism, and some of you believe like that. We are Christians. We're no different than the Buddhists, Hindus. We're no different than those that practice Judaism. This is just our religion. This is our path. This is the way we relate to ourselves, understand, explain God. Simple as that. You're not some great wonder and got the secret truth. This is just your path. And you choose whatever works for you. You can use any spiritual system. You can use any of the divinations. We just talked about I Ching, or casting lots in your Bible, tarot cards, also astrology, scrying. I mentioned the runes. Some people use Ouija boards. It's all tools to know. That's what divination is. Prayer in Christianity would be divination because it's a tool to know. Consulting a prophet would be an act of divination because it is going to a tool to know.